Hello dear students, welcome to the online education of class 6 science. Dear students, in the previous class I was discussing about the poles of the magnet. Okay, so in that what we have done in this activity is we have brought up a sheet of paper, and in that we have placed the iron fillings, and when you placed the bar magnet, when you brought it near these iron fillings, we found that so most part of the iron fillings are sticking to the ends of the bar magnet. So by this what we understand is, so bar magnet, the any magnet has the more attraction power at its poles compared to the middle part of it. Okay, so up to that we have understood the lesson. So these ends of the magnet are called poles of the magnet. Okay, so now let's go for the next concept, that is finding directions. Okay, so what are those finding directions? So how do we find directions by using the magnet? Okay, for that there is a story. Yes, see, so magnets are very well known to the people from ancient times. So we may think that we know the magnets. No, not like that. So and from since ancient times the people knew the uses of magnet. So even they know the properties of magnets. They were very much known to the people of ancient times. Okay, so we might have read many stories regarding that. So one such story it is given in that now in this lesson about the use of the magnet. So what is that story? Let's see that. So there was a person who is an emperor in China, who is a king in China. Okay, so whose name is Huang Ti. Okay, so it is said that this person Huang Ti, who is an emperor, he had a chariot. Okay, I hope you will understand. Look at the 13.8 picture, that is called as chariot. Okay, now you'll remember that. So he had a chariot with a statue of a lady. Okay, so on that chariot there was a statue of a lady which was fixed. Okay, so that statue of lady, okay, so that could rotate in any direction, that can rotate completely in any direction, in such a way that it was fixed in the chariot. So this lady statue, it had an extended arm. So one arm is extended in one direction, it had one extended arm in one direction, as if it was showing the way. How it was extended means, that arm was extended means as if it is showing one direction or one way. Okay, so look at the figure 13.8. So it was the chariot with a direction finding statue. Okay, it is showing, arm is showing the direction, as if like that it was one statue is there, so that could rotate in any direction, and it had an extended arm. Okay, as if it is showing a direction. So this statue had an interesting property. So one interesting property was there for this statue. What is that? It would rest in such a position. So whenever you move the chariot, it would rest in that statue of lady, would rest, the extended arm would rest in such a position that its extended arm always pointed towards the south. When you stop, when you move, or when you stop it, so it's a statue of lady is there, no, so it has its extended arm. So when it is shown, no, so always, okay, so it would always rest in the such a position that its extended arm always pointed towards south. So its extended arm always shows south direction. So by looking at the extreme extended arm of the statue, the emperor was able to locate the directions when he went to new places on his chariot. Okay, so by recognizing the extended arm of the chariot, so we immediately will come to know if it is showing the south direction, then we will say that we are, yes, we are in the south direction, like that. So he was able to locate the place by using this extended arm of the statue. So whenever he went out of the new places on his chariot, he would identify by this manner. Okay, so let us make such a direction finder for ourselves. So that is given activity number 5. So what we need to do, see, take a bar magnet. So one bar magnet you need to take, put a mark on one of its ends for identification. So what you need to do is, you have to put a mark on one of its ends. So among these two ends, and on any one end, you have to put a mark for the identification process. So now what you need to do, now tie a thread, one thread you have to tie at the middle of the magnet. At the middle of the magnet you have to tie a thread. Okay, so that you may suspend it from a wooden stand. By tying that, you can suspend that magnet from a wooden stand. Okay, we have to make sure that the magnet can rotate freely, because we have tied it through a thread. Okay, so we have to make sure that the magnet can rotate freely. So let it come to the rest position after rotating. Sometimes let it come to the rest position. So make 2 points on the ground. So now you have to make 2 points on the ground to show the position of the ends of the magnet. Okay, when it comes to the rest position. Okay, now you have to make the 2 points on the ground to show the position of the ends of the magnet when it comes to the rest position. Look at here, a freely suspended bar magnet, it was always comes to the rest in the same direction. Okay, so now you draw the line joining the 2 points. You can just draw the line which joins the 2 points. So this line shows the direction in which the magnets it was pointing in its position of rest. Okay, so now rotate the magnet by gently pushing it one side, any one side or any one end. So in any direction and let it come to the rest position. Again mark the position of the two ends in its position of the rest. Does the magnet now point in a different direction? No. So rotate the magnet in other directions. Again note the final direction in which it comes to the rest. So we find that the magnet always come to the rest in the same direction. So now we can guess the mystery behind the statue of Emperor's chariot. So that means the magnet always rests in the one particular direction. So regarding that we will study in the next class. Thank you and have a nice day.